On the show, we are calling this month Feb You, Ari, encouraging everybody to take a look at your relationship with you. Oh, yes. Ulrika's done that. She's made headlines following an Instagram post confessing that she doesn't like her boobs. In it, she says, "I've hated mine since before they arrived." Well, despite having a breast reduction just almost been about 10 years ago now, she also blames the menopause for them getting bigger again. Yeah, boobies. Her relationship with them.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got a huge reaction to this, didn't you?
You got huge boobs.
Well, they're not so huge now, but I do remember them back in the day. They were, impressive. Impressive.
Not helped by being blonde as well. I mean, blonde and big boobs.
It was that. It was difficult actually.
Yeah.
I think looking back now, I didn't realise it at the time. But it's a cliche, isn't it? You get put in a certain category, and that's what you are.
And I was Swedish, so it was like all those things indicate some sort of sexual.
But I always thought you were one of the most confident women, and you weren't at all. You weren't at all. You know, when I first met you, I thought, well, you've got it all going on. You're absolutely stunningly beautiful, doing the job. You know, it was all going well. And yet, no, inside you're just like all of us.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely, for sure. But I think part of that has to do with how you're brought up. I think if you're not told that you're beautiful or that you're good or whatever else, I guess you naturally sort of presume that you're not. And then, just sort of kind of a late developer. And then when my breasts came, they were quite big and kind of got in the way, and I didn't find them... I mean, I didn't have to do anything with them, but I didn't know what to do with them.
Sure, because you were a tomboy when you were a kid.
Yes,
weren't you? You really were. That's the thing.
Absolutely. So I was messing around with cars and things, like didn't play with dolls and all that sort of stuff.
So it's like, what
so suddenly, these things arrive, and then as you get older, they arrive in the room like 2 minutes before you do. Yeah. And actually, psychologically, they made me feel fat, even though I wasn't fat through many stages of my life. You might imagine, obviously, when I was pregnant and went up to a 36I cup or something shocking. But I always felt big. It changed all the choices I made clothes-wise, because I would never wear low-cut things. I felt I was pregnant there. Nobody knew it. And they were just on the kind of growing side at that point. And I felt very vulnerable in situations like that, where you're just kind of so exposed. And of course, the done thing nowadays is all the young girls, not all the young girls, but many young girls are having breast implants.
Yes, it's very sad.
And so I think part of my rant was having inadvertently lost some weight over the last few months, not deliberately. My breasts disappeared again, and I went for a bra fitting, and the very sweet lady was kind of furious that I'd lost so much volume and I was such a difficult size to fit.
Because you're so tiny. You are.
Yeah, so it was only like a 28 or a 30 around here, but needed like a double F cup or you know.
Did you find when you were growing up in particular that men in particular would look at your boobs rather than your face?
So that
it would well be directed to the boobs. Like
always why I tried to wear something.
Because that's horrible.
Yeah,
that's really horrible.
It's kind of you end up sort of being a bit.
No, I get that completely.
Covering up
the reaction has been really mixed. I mean, mostly very positive. There have been other people who've said, "Oh, come on, you're lucky that you've got boobs." You know that.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course you do. You weren't in any way saying, you know, because we know that people who go through cancer or whatever.
Yes, I did have some comments from some people who had double mastectomies or one, and my argument was I am still allowed to hate my breasts. I mean, it's like I totally empathise, and I don't actually know how that kind of situation would feel for me. It kind of did pose that question. I was thinking, gosh, you know, I hate them so much, but what if you were in a situation where you had to kind of lose
for your health, for sure,
then it becomes, you know, a different situation. But I still maintain that, you know, still hate them.
Do you still, even now that they're not, I mean, they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them at all. But do you feel comfortable in yourself now?
Still not. It's just really bizarre. I feel like there's, you know, I mean, I just feel like there's a lot more skin and less substance now. Obviously, that's an ageing thing and kind of a weight loss thing. Yeah,
well, you've got tiny. I mean, I think that's partly through stress. You've been through a tough time, and also it's kind of sometimes it happens to women post-menopause. They put weight on.
Well, exactly. So I put weight on and then sort of inadvertently lost it. But I think part of the reason I wanted to sort of bring it up was as well this whole sort of unrealistic view of boobs that probably a lot of men and a lot of women now have, because there are so many breast enlargements that look so pert and perfect. So what happens to those of us with aging breasts? Those who of us who have... I still sleep with a bra because I just find it bizarre to have them sort of hanging around, doing their own thing, like having a little party.
Containment.
Stay still.
But the thing about you is, and what you always do, and even when you've been through real tough times, and we know, you know, the marriage split up and all of that, you always maintain this sense of humour. Always, always. Sometimes at the expense of yourself, actually. But does that get you through? That and the dogs get you through?
Yes, I try and get in there with the jokes before anyone else does. But I also feel that it's your only option, isn't it, at times? You have to, there's my 3 bulldogs.
There's you guys. There's the faithful, gorgeous men in your life. There they are.
3 amigos.
That and cooking gets you through, though.
100%. I mean, cooking is a massive, big therapy for me. And, I absolutely love it. I love feeding people, which is harder now that everyone's left home. And I still cook enough for the village, but no, it's amazing. It's a fantastic. I feel really lucky to be able to do that and enjoy doing it.
Because I think you're getting there. I think it's been tough, you know.
Yeah,
it has been tough. Splitting up from anyone's really, really hard. And I know
at our age as well, it's you're not expecting it, and you're
of course.
You know, you're sort of over 50. Well, I thought I was kind of set up for like everything was settled.
But maybe you know, you might be ready at some point to. You never know. You're the eternal optimist.
No, I know.
You never can tell. Maybe somebody out there who absolutely loves cooking and 3 little dogs,
and 3
big dogs, and there you are. There's got to be.
And old boobs. That's what we need.
You are brilliant. Thank you for coming in. Great. Always good to see you, Ulrika. Always good to see you. A real survivor. You've been through a lot. You'd always bounce back.
Thank you,
love.